Hello there everyone, this is Katspaperdesigns and this video is intended for adult crafters. So last week I had uploaded a video on some of the items that I had gotten for Christmas, and this is a continuation, part 2 of that, with a project share. So last week, actually I think it was this week on Tuesday, I went to Michael's and I got some hot buy paper. I bought 2 packs. One of them was this adorable Winter Dream pack. The hot buy, it was on sale for, I think it was 65 or 75% off. So it came out to be $6 because they normally sell about $19.99 or $21 now. Michael's pads had really gone up in price. But anyway, this is what it looks like. And the papers in here are so pretty. Let me just show you real fast. Let's see. Actually, this one I need to bring back to the store because I bought 2 of them and I noticed that damage some of the paper. So I need to bring that one back. But I bought this one and it's so pretty and it's so cute too, and these are what the papers look like in case you haven't seen them. So I used some of the cutouts in here to make a mini album. Isn't that so cute? Like all the animals in here are like Arctic animals, and they just are really so pretty. And then I really like these backgrounds where I can make some 12 by 12 scrapbook layouts and use some of the cutouts on here. The only thing is I don't have anything that's Arctic that I could put with this from my stash, so I struggle to find some things to go with this. And I did find some stuff, but I wish they had a die cut to go with this. And here is the polar bears, so cute. And then the celestial type of northern stars. Here's another one. I guess I could use these for cutouts if I needed to. And you get 2 sheets of everything. So, but I think I'm going to do some 12 by 12 scrapbook layouts. Here's a foil, like a Christmas tree, or a northern tree, Alaska tree, if you will. And here I like that variated in color right there. That's my favorite color right now, that teal color with the blue. Here's some 6 by 6 cutouts. And I used this in the project that I'm going to be sharing with you. So I love these woodland deers and the foxes. And the colors are like a silvery green and gray and blue and white. Everything has that silver undertone, so I really liked this. Here's the cutouts. So I cut 1 page of all of these out, so I have 1 more to use with my project. And here are some trees. So they do look like Christmas trees, but I guess you could use it as a winter theme too. Here's some more cutouts. Look at that cute little baby bear. Isn't that so sweet? And a lot of these have silver foil, which I don't know if my camera is picking up or not. But there's a lot of navies in here, and the blues and the whites. So light gray and white would go good with this collection. And then here's like some pine cones in the background. So I really like that subtle pattern. I think that's it. Yep, that's it on that one. And then here's what I made with it. I made this little flip book, and as you can see, I used some punches on here. I sewed with silver metallic thread. I had bought some from Walmart. That thread is a little tricky to work with. It does twist a lot, and I think that's what the problem is. So I did do slower sewing with this, and it seemed to work okay. I could get around the whole sheet without the thread breaking or anything, but I did take it off, like cut it, take it off and rethread it so it would untwist and I wouldn't keep having a problem, because once you sew and you get the holes in there, you can't go back and correct it. The holes are there and there's nothing you can do. So anyway, here's that little tiny bear that I used. I layered some of the cutouts on here. So I cut out every single image that was on that page that I showed you. And here I had a little angel punch and some little gemstones. I used a little teeny tiny punch to make that little star and that butterfly. And I just layered this little star punch. I layered like 4 or 5 pieces to make it like a chipboard, so it's nice and thick. And then I just made it where I decorated like the whole outside of the cover. And then I used some metallic paint from Hobby Lobby. It's metallic silver paint, and I got it at Hobby Lobby, and there's several different kinds there, and I used the one that said highest foiled shine or something like that. So I did buy that, and I used a lot of the gray color, like on the binding and in the back. I still need to find ribbon to put through that hole, but this is what the back looks like. And then here I use punches and die cuts on that. So it's really, really shiny. Some of the papers have that beautiful silver foil, and I've been using a lot of silver lately, and I'm really liking it. Here I made a little rosette, and here's that little angel again with a little gemstone. This is just a little piece that fell off an ornament, and I just stuck it on there, so I thought that worked out good. And so you could see it's very foilish, and there's a sudden color like in this collection that's like a lavender color like here, so it gives you the impression of like frost colors, and I really like that. So I used teal, silver, blue, and that very light lavender color, which looks like a pale pinkish lavender, if that makes sense. And then here's a little star or snowflake that I used that I had in my stash. And I think I got that in Michael's. So here's the first page. So you can put a picture here or journal here. Picture here, or you can journal here. And here you could see where I had stitched with that silver thread all around the page. I don't know if the sunlight is picking that up on camera. But the stitching came out really good, and I used a thick cardstock for this, 110 pound, in a light gray color. And then here I used some of the cutouts. Here's a little area where you could slide like a little note in here, so that can go in there. I had made this a little big, so you could punch out with a circle punch a picture to go there, and some journaling cards to go here, and another little picture like you would put here, a little one that could go right there. And I like it because it just is whimsical and fun. And then I use stickles, and I stickle like all the images on the page. The seals were stickled, and stitching was on there, so it made it really dimensional. I love how all the stars came out in the sky. I used silver paper for that. So really cute. And then here's the next page, and here's like a floral. And I really didn't do anything. This is a 6x6 piece that was in the collection. I just punched out this shiny gray paper, and the intention was to put a picture or journaling in there. And then I used a cutout here. This is a die cut, and this one is too, so you could slide something in here, like a picture or whatever, and then you could journal on the back of that card and stick that right in there like that. That was the intention with that page. All these 6x6 pages have stitching on them. So yeah, it came out really pretty. Yeah, the colors are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And here I used a die from AliExpress to make that little like little branch of berries. And I left them in gold because I just wanted a little bit of gold and lavender to be in some of these pages. So that's definitely a journaling spot. And here is that cute little whale, and I stickled all around him. Punched out those little wintry green snowflakes. And on the silver paper, I just made a card where this flips up. A picture can go there. And then this can tuck behind here if you wanted to hold that closed. And this metal piece is from Memory Keepers, when they used to have out the metal, I guess it's just a metal word that came in a pack. I think it was Memory Keepers. Oh, no, not Memory Keepers, Momenta. And I did buy that in Michael's, and that's been in my stash for a while. So that page came out super cute. And then here is the next page, and here is the magical woodland deers in the forest. It says, "Let it snow," and I did sew around that green circle, and the recipient can put a picture in there. That's what it was for. But the whole theme was like a dreamland, and I like to make scenes whenever I do like scrapbook layouts. I love making scenes where things come to life, and I was thinking that this was a magical forest, and you know, the deers are playful. They have these little spirit balls that they're playing with. I stickled the snow on the bottom. I added some gemstones and some magical snowflakes, and here another star to put a picture. It has a flower in the background, and here he's about to kick that spear to that deer, and so it's just kind of magical. That's what I was thinking with it. And here's another one like in the hoof of his horns. And so that's the whole theme of this, is like dreamy and magical and, you know, wintry and pretty and white and snowy. And that's all that's in this little flip book. And so with the, I didn't know what the heck I was doing with the binding. I should have just made like a, I don't know, used Kathy Orders binding or Stack the Deck or something, but I was going in another direction with this, but I just really stacked a really strong binding in here, and I just cut the papers and just stacked 3 or 4 of them together in between the sheets. And I had taken my bone folder and just made a crease in here so the pages would open. So this doesn't lay too flat down, but it is sturdy enough to put like in a basket or on a bookshelf, or you could just display it, you know, the way that you wanted to display it. But anyway, so that is the whole book, and it's got 2, 4, 6 pages in there. So that's merry and bright. And then I made a little, I used the new punch board that's currently in Tuesday mornings. It's called a pocket punch board, and like the envelope punch board, only it makes like a policy envelope. And so that's what I did. I used the punch board. I mean, just like the envelope punch board, it's a little bit tedious to use at times. You just have to get used to the measuring and really seeing with glasses, like the little printing that you have on there for the measurements. I mean, it does come out okay. Do you really need to have it? I don't think so. If you're a seasoned scrapbooker, you probably could make this just by folding it a certain way, but it does make a nice little policy. It has the little curve tips on it. I would recommend it for someone that wanted to make a lot of envelopes. It is cute. It does fold up here, and then this can fold down here if you wanted to seal something. Or you could leave it open, which is what I'm doing, and I put these tags in here. This tag I actually made from some washi tape that I had in my stash. And I just got ones that I thought would match the collection. I'm trying to use up washi tape because I have so much of it. But anyway, I made that little tag, and then I used a Martha Stewart punch to make that little greenery up here and a little gemstone. And then for this one is like a journaling card. I just used washi tape on the bottom there. That's the back. It has some snowflakes. I figured you could put a picture on the back or something like that, and those just slip right down in here. And you could have it with this book. That's what I made it for. I still have more projects to make with it, but I wanted to show you how that collection makes up really well. And then while my husband and I were at Michael's, I did find a few things that were super cute. This was on sale for 50% off, and I had to get him. He's so cute. It's from, it's called Sparkle, but his name is Sven. And obviously the story is based in Switzerland, or I think Sweden. But anyway, I had to get him. He was so cute. So I got him. And then I wanted to show you too, this is from Hobby Lobby. This is called Fabric Fix, and I love this glue so much. They have another one called Fabric Tack, but this one works better. It's the glue doesn't gum up as easily, and it doesn't like shoot out of the end as fast as the other. So I would recommend this. I've been using it and I absolutely love it. And then, let me see, what else did I find? At Hobby Lobby, they have this one. I haven't seen this ribbon, faux leather wide ribbon. If you can see it, it's like a frosty color. I wanted to make some bow embellishments with this, with the silver. And I thought that would be really pretty. It has the lavender and pink along with that frost color, so it matches really well. So I picked up that. And then I had got some really good deals on the Paper Studio stuff. Was all 50% off yesterday and all last week. So I got 2 of these beautiful gemstones. They're like opals to put on the project. And I did find this super sparkly. This is a, I guess a opal color, or I don't know, it reminds me of like magical kind of colors, you know. It picks up everything. It's like a crystal. So I did get 2 of those since they were 50% off. Then Sizzix was 30% off the week before that, so I picked up this beautiful snowflake die, which I wanted to use on a 12x12 scrapbook layout. I did get that. And then I also did get this Sizzix rosette to make like a wand, or looks like a lollipop type of thing. So, and you get 3 different sizes, so I liked that about that. I don't have any of them that have that decorative edge. And then at Tuesday morning, I found this Noel from Heidi Swap. I was happy to find that word. And they had this glue gun. I got this as a backup just in case from Craft Bond for $4.99. It's nice to have a glue gun like in the background. Sometimes they burn out or they get so gummy you don't even want to touch them. So I got that. And then I found this Fiskars. It's a thick punch. So some of those glitter papers are so thick, like especially the chunky ones, you can't punch anything. So I thought a circle punch would be nice because I use them a lot, circle punches. And then I also found this at Tuesday morning. I love that sparkly pattern. I think you can use that year round for different things. It has that 50s feel, but it also has a holiday feel. So I do emboss every now and then. Tim Holtz had these 2. I didn't have them. I have some of the other ones that were in Tuesday morning last year, but I think I have this entire collection now, but I have the winter theme ones. And I love that bell right here, this one on the bottom. I'll use that a lot. The sled and the Christmas tree and the snowman, like all these images are so nice. So I'll be looking at some of those videos to make some tags with that. Also, Tim Holtz had the Ideology, you know, trim. That's super nice. And then they did have this as well, the Sizzix die cut and stamp for $11.99. And this you normally retail for $25. So for $11.99, that was a little more than 50% off. And then I did find a template, a big bow, which I wanted a big one. I have a lot of little ones, but not a big one. So I did find that. So that's my whole show and tell today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you real soon. Toodles.